Before part 3 of my journey in Philadelphia gets going, let's give a quick recap of part 2. We did lots of cool activities such as running up the Philadelphia Museum of Art steps, visited the Philadelphia Zoo, walked around the Italian Market 9th Street, and also hit up Washington Square. We ate at 5 different restaurants, including Christie's Deli, Bottle Bar East, John's Water Ice, Nani Franco's Pizzeria, and Triangle Tavern. On top of that, we crossed off 3 more items on our list: water ice, a tomato pie, and a red gravy dish. Well, foodies, buckle in because my final day, part 3 of my journey in Philly, begins now. Good morning, foodies. From day 3 here in Philadelphia, my final full day here. The city of brotherly love has done just that. They treated me with love and respect. Had a great time out here. Time is absolutely flying by. We have a lot of cool things planned today. We're gonna go see the Liberty Bell Independence Hall. And I'm gonna scratch off the last 2 items on my food list here. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Let's get this day started because boy's a little hungry and I wanna get something a little small, a little light before we hit up the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall. Let's get to it. Drag you with me. Let's go. Foodies, we get day 3 in Philly started by making our way through beautiful Washington Park. The first stop is located from across the park here off West Washington Square. My friends, this is Talula's Daily. Talula's Daily is an all-day cafe that offers a super friendly vibe, dishes out coffee, has a market you can purchase goods at, and has a nice open seating area you can choose to sit at. They even offer baked goods that you can order here as well. How rad. So I got my order from Talula's Daily here. I got myself a blueberry scone, look at that. And they had a special mango limeade. Look at that, looks so refreshing. Let's jump in. Ugh. I love me a good scone, man. Ah, look at that. Woo! So now, you have some sweetness from the sugar on top of the scone. Absolutely crumbling. Super fresh. Oh man. Of course the blueberries are a nice freshness to it. Very good. Now it's time to try this mango limeade. Woo, look at that. Refreshing AF. Is that what the cool kids say? Not Air Force, but AF. We all know what that means. As fuck. As fuck. Okay, I have to buy time out. A truck is driving by. Here we go. Oh yeah.
You gotta share with what?
Damn, mango and a lime. That's a really good combination. Super good. Very refreshing. It is actually quite comfortable right now in Philly. I think it says a high of 91 today. So this is really refreshing. Imagine during that weather. Very good taste. It doesn't, excuse me. It doesn't taste concentrated at all. You can tell they freshly made it. That's perfect, that's what you want. Another bite of that scone. Here's the final bite of that blueberry scone right here. Very good. Damn. Just this now. You guys see that sun? It's gonna be another hot one. I'm gonna drink the rest of this. Super good. So if you're here around Washington Square, not too far from the Liberty Bell area, Talula's Daily, super good. The scone got massacred. The mango limeade got massacred. Thumbs up, check them out. So that was super good. That scone was awesome, mango limeade. But I think I can maybe fit in something small ish before Independence Hall, Liberty Bell, that tour. I want to run this tally up. There you go. It's weird to rotate my hand like that, but right there, I want to run it up. So let's go.
Just a short walk away is our second stop of day 3. We'll cut off Walnut Street and 7th Street. My friends, this is Cafe Walnut. The entrance to Cafe Walnut's right down these steps here and through this door. What lies past these doors is the counter that you place your order at. This is a brother and sister owned business that dishes out Korean inspired dishes, as well as items such as smoothies, coffee and tea, and various breakfast and lunch food items. Plus, take a look at these goodies right here. I got my order and now I'm headed to the seating area upstairs. Here lies a very nice bright area to hang out at and sit here at Cafe Walnut. Super cool. This is Cafe Walnut's bulgogi egg and cheese.
So I got the bulgogi egg and cheese. This thing really seems humongous. Oh, come on. Look at that. So Walnut Cafe, they specialize in adding some Korean flair to their food. This is no exception. Can't wait to try it. This looks incredible. So you also have a choice of getting it on a bagel or croissant. I did the croissant. Look at that. Woo. So much flavor there. Croissant's flaky and buttery. The bulgogi, super tender, full flavor. Look at that. And this bad boy is like steaming. So bulgogi has like some bit of sweetness, some smokiness to it. Super good. Also enjoy that egg with it. The croissant right there, the layers to it. Now there is some kick to this. I don't know exactly what they put in there, but there's kick, but it's delicious. It's super good. There you go. I'm just gonna one bite it. This is outrageous, man. Look at that thing. And down to my final bite of the bulgogi egg and cheese. Can't say I've ever had Korean food for breakfast before. There's a first time, and this is a great time. Look at that. And I gotta give Cafe Walnut, that's double thumbs up. Super good. So much flavor with the bulgogi egg and cheese sandwich. Tremendous. Korean flavors in the morning, I'm for it. You guys should be too. Check them out. They're also right by Washington Square. What are you waiting for, man? Do it! So how about that? We really knocked off 2 places for today. I got awesome breakfast at 2 of those places. Up now next is the Independence Hall tour, and also seeing the Liberty Bell. Things I really wanted to do, visiting Philadelphia, which is again the birthplace of the United States of America. So let's get to that. I'm excited, my heart's pounding. Let's go.
Soon, foodies, we arrive to one of my more anticipated activities in Philadelphia, seeing Independence Hall. Even from across the street, you get to almost feel the history that occurred inside of these fabled walls. Construction started in 1732 and opened in 1753. The Declaration of Independence and the US Constitution were debated and signed inside of Independence Hall. The birthplace of this country took place in this very building. Let's get ready to tour the inside of this historic building, the inside of Independence Hall. We gathered outside, a group of us, and very soon we made our way inside of the historic building. The very first room we saw on this tour was the Supreme Court room. This was very cool to see in person. There's so much history that occurred here, it was almost surreal being able to see this in person for the very first time. Afterwards, we made our way to the famous assembly room. It was in this very room that the Declaration of Independence was approved and where the US Constitution was created. Such a historic room and the literal birthplace of the United States of America.
Man, that was awesome. Just to be in Independence Hall, City Assembly Room, and the courtroom, all the history that happened there. As the tour guide said, you're walking in the footsteps of people like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams. Super cool stuff. Absolutely love that being a history buff, but we still got to see the Liberty Bell, and that is across the street. Let's check it out.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Independence Hall is where you get to do another highly anticipated activity of mine, seeing the Liberty Bell. Inside of the Liberty Bell Center, there are many cool graphics that go over the history of the Liberty Bell and what it means to the country. Soon though, foodies, I finally get to see it with my very eyes. The Liberty Bell predates the American Revolution. It was constructed in 1751 to mark the 50th anniversary of William Penn's 1701 Charter of Privileges. Nobody knows how the Liberty Bell got its trademark crack, and it's made of 70% copper, 25% tin, and the rest consists of arsenic, zinc, lead, gold, and silver. This was so darn cool to get to see. It's one of those things you read about so much, and then when you get to see it in person, it's the coolest thing ever. And yes, you know your boy had to get a photo with the Liberty Bell. Look at your boy cheesing there. He was so glad to see it.
Man, how cool is all that? Getting to see Independence Hall, got to see the Liberty Bell, take photos with the Liberty Bell. Super cool. I like to have stayed a little longer there, but the fire alarm went off in there, and that's just kind of how it goes with me. But I was in there for probably about 20-30 minutes. I've seen most of it anyways. I just think it's a little funny. So up next, we're gonna hit up the Reading Terminal Market. That's one of the main things here in the city of Philadelphia that they say you guys need to check out. So let's go.
If you ask most Philadelphians what a tourist should do or see, most will say, go visit the Reading Terminal Market. I've seen so many videos about it, and finally getting to see it for myself made my dreams come true. The Reading Terminal Market opened in 1883 and is one of the oldest public markets in the United States. It's home to roughly 80 different vendors offering various goods such as produce, seafood, flowers, cookbooks, and so on. Walking into the Reading Terminal Market was like rolling out a red carpet with all these vendors as far as the eye can see. It was absolutely amazing. If I lived in Philadelphia, I think I'd be here all the time. But your boy, he came here to eat, and I needed to hit up Miller's Twist. I looked up online where to get the best soft pretzels around, and they were off the name, so I had to stop. It was cool watching how the pretzels were prepped before they were baked. Miller's Twist offers so many different types of pretzels. I wish you guys were able to smell these pretzels because, my goodness.
I got the bag. I had to get myself the soft pretzel because, let me adjust this camera, because Philadelphians love their pretzels. And Miller's Twist here has some of the best reviews I've seen for the pretzels, so I decided to get one. Man. Oh, look at this thing. It looks good. Dude, you could throw this through somebody's window and it'll break.
This is Miller's Twist Cheesesteak Pretzel. Pretzel stuffed with shaved steak, cheese whiz, and onions. It is my pleasure to cross off soft pretzel on our list of Philly Foods.
And here we go. We rip this bad boy open. Ah, look at that. That is incredible. So I decided to combine two Philly specials, the soft pretzel and the cheesesteak, with the whizzing onions. Look at that. What's up? The thing's delicious. Of course, go for it. Have a good one. That thing is awesome. The cheesesteak's super tender. Of course, go for it. Cheesesteak is super tender. Crispy pretzel. Man, look at that. The whiz adds a lot of flavor to it. Super good. Onions, nice. Pretzel though, that's the breadwinner. Besides the bottom, which is baked a little bit, the actual pretzel itself is super soft. Look at that. Man. Dude, this thing is awesome, man. I'm already down to my last bite of it. And here's the meat right here. Super tender, super good. This is a home run, baby. Look at that. Ah. That's a great bite. Unfortunately, this is the final bite of this cheese steak with whiz and onion pretzel. Super good.
So after eating that absolutely killer cheesesteak stuffed pretzel, I decided to walk around the Reading Terminal Market and take it all in and be able to see the many different vendors inside of here. They offered anything from fresh seafood, look at the size of this shrimp right here, and also take a look at how fresh all this fish looks too. Literally, any type of vendor you can think of, the Reading Terminal Market will probably host it. Not only do they do food, but this vendor has fresh flowers that you can buy. Look at how cool all of this is. You can even buy handbags and purses here. When I say anything can be found here, I truly mean that. Even cool to have a giant produce section right here. I thought that this was super neat. But all that walking around only worked up my appetite, so let's hit up another restaurant. My friends, this is Saami Somi. I've never eaten Georgian food, so this immediately jumped out to me as a place that I wanted to try while visiting Philadelphia. The smell from this bread and pastries here was something amazing, but I had my sights on something that I thought would be even better.
So just a little bit down from Miller's Twist is my next stop. You serve Georgian food. It is Saami Somi. I think I'm saying it right. I'm trying to look how to pronounce the name. Yeah, I think it is Saami Somi. So they serve Georgian food and they're known for their cheese boards. Yeah, check them out.
This is Saami Somi's traditional cheese boat. A sourdough boat stuffed with feta and suluguni cheese and topped with butter and an egg.
So I got myself the traditional Georgian cheese boat. This looks incredible. Bam, look at that. And he said to mix the egg up really well with the cheese and the butter. I'm gonna do just that. This looks awesome, and they recommended some sunflower oil as well to mix with it. Your boy's gonna do it.
Again, here's totally non-fast forwarded footage of me mixing up this bad boy. The precision and skill needs to be appreciated more. This is like watching a famous painter complete his masterpiece work of art. Just peep this bad boy right here.
So here we go, I'm gonna try some of this bread first. There you go, look at that. Ooh, that bread is fantastic. Crunchy on the outside, you hear that? A little bit. Absolutely chewy on the inside. And now here's some of that sunflower oil right here. Oh, that's a winner. That sunflower oil is fantastic. Woo. This bread's already good by itself. It's super fresh. You can tell they just made this. It's awesome. This is incredible, dude. Look at that. This is incredible. Look at that. Yeah. Woo. The flavor from the sunflower oil. It's robust, it's strong, and it complements the bread very well. Dude, look at that. That's just like a end piece of it. Look at that. The egg. Look at that cheese and that bread. So much flavor. This might be one of my favorite things I've eaten here in Philly. Good grief. Woo! So I think this is pronounced Sulaguni cheese. I've never heard of it. But damn, it is amazing. Look at that. So I wish I could bring this back home to Milwaukee with me because this is knock your socks off amazing. I'm gonna try it with the sunflower oil now. Now they've recommended to be paired. Look at that. Now the sunflower oil is earthy. And you can taste that. Then you combine it with this cheese, the bread. Knock your socks off, stupid good. Goodness. You guys see that wicked cheese pull, right? Ah. This is so good, man. This is not fair one bit. It's so good, dude. Oh my goodness. I've eaten a lot of good things here, but I swear, man, this might be my fave. Oh. Gotta look at this, dude. Come on, man. Honestly, as great as the cheese is with the egg and the butter, dude, the bread, I think is what makes it. It's good by itself, but you dip it into the sunflower oil, it gets taken to a different stratosphere. This thing ends up in the Andromeda Galaxy. It's so good. So on top of that Sulaguni cheese, they also do mix in mozzarella, and there's also feta in here. So there's a punch of flavor just in this thing. Look at that. Oh, watch this. Yeah, look at that. Kind of looks like a pizza now. get pizza off my mind. Look. Come on, man. This is so good. I legitimately think this might be one of the best things I think I've ever eaten. I swear. This was absolutely amazing. And with that, this is all gone. Bam, look at that. I should take a shot at sunflower oil. But here in the Reading Terminal Market, authentic and amazing Georgian food. Saami Somi, check them out. Double thumbs up. Good grief. I can't praise this enough. Top notch, top tier, great service. They're very kind to me as always. I can be tough at times. They're very patient with me. Check them out. You'd love it. Woo! The Reading Terminal Market was a lot of fun. It had two great places in there. Now, I'm gonna go back to my hotel for a bit, you know, charge up my cameras, my phone, recharge myself for a bit. We're going right back out here. We gotta do a big here in day 3 in Philadelphia. Catch you guys in a bit. Let's go. Let's go. See you in a bit. And I am fully recharged and ready to go, walking along the Delaware River here. And we're heading to my next stop. This is the last item we're gonna cross off on our list of essential Philadelphian eats. Let's get to it. What a view.
We continued walking along the Delaware River on the way to a restaurant that I was super amped to try out. Also got to soak in very, very nice views of the Benjamin Franklin Bridge here, which was super cool. And we also got to see many, many different ships docked along Penn's Landing, which was also pretty rad. I love things like this, and Philly's chock full of it.
And we're approaching our final stop on the final food item we have to cross off on our list. Let's get to it.
My friends, this is John's Roast Pork. A staple restaurant for Philadelphians, John Roast Pork has been dishing out killer sandwiches since 1930 here off Snyder and Wecaco Avenues. You order at the counter and wait until your order is called. This is a renowned sandwich shop for a reason, as you guys will see.
So I put my order in here at John's, and of course I had to get the roast pork. It's the last item to cross off on a list.
And foodies, we get to cross off the last item on our list and complete it. I felt like a kid on Christmas opening up this sandwich. I mean, look at this bad boy. This sandwich is shaved pork topped with provolone cheese and spinach.
Ah, look at that. So this is a sandwich that is rivaled with the Philly cheesesteak as like iconic Philadelphia sandwiches. Of course, you gotta try one when you're here. Here we go. The pork is super tender. It's juicy, it's seasoned. The provolone, I got a mild one. It's good. That spinach with this, very good. Bam, super good. The pork has so much flavor. And that's not even a staple since I believe the 30s. Still family run to this day. I hear about them as a consistency, how good it is. Not a pork, it's seasoned, it's peppered. It's delicious. And this is the final part of the first half of the sandwich. This was a small, by the way, and it was 2 massive pieces. Here's the second half right here. Look at that. And that is a small. A large probably looks like a baguette, and you probably joust with the thing. Here we go. And now I believe most cuts of like Italian roast pork sandwiches like this are usually pancetta, and you can see right here, super good. The spinach and provolone's really good here with the pork. I can't get over how juicy and tender that pork is. It's seasoned very well. You can taste the pepper with it. It's delicious. Look at that. Doing the work on this bad boy. So good. I can't believe it's small. It looked like a freaking lightsaber. The thing was huge. Here you go. And if you ever do check it out here in Philly, they're cash only. So be aware of that. Definitely worth the $11.80 and change that this is. It's delicious. And that's why it's a staple in Philadelphian cuisines. Roast pork. Legit. Legit. Too legit. To quit. I'm gonna take a bite, man. I don't know what I'm saying. There's some of that pork right here. Look at that. It's delicious. I can't get over this. I would eat like 3 pounds of this daily if I lived here in Philly. And I'm getting to my last bite here as well. Look at that. All good things come to an end, man. And the best part about that roast pork sandwich, the carbs, the protein, it all went for the gains. But seriously, double thumbs up from them. I put my order in and I got that thing within like 5 minutes. They were right on it. That roast pork sandwich is great. Provolone, the spinach, chef's kiss. That's why it's right along with the Philly cheesesteak as a top food item to eat here in Philadelphia. Check them out if you're around the area. They're here in South Philly. You'd love it. Woo! So how was that? That John's roast pork? Fantastic. And another reason I was super excited to go there, on top of being the last item to cross off my list, was because it is near a place where, if you're a pro wrestling fan like myself, if you guys don't know, love professional wrestling. I can't get enough of it. There's a place not too far from John's Roast Pork where ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, used to hold a ton of their shows. And back at that time, it was like Viking Hall, ECW Arena. Today it is the 2300 Arena. And I just want to see it in person for myself. I remember watching ECW on TNN all the time, the Nashville network. Yeah, I go back. I remember WWF and WCW, Raw, Nitro, Thunder, SmackDown, Sunday Night Heat, all that. I remember all that. Then yet ECW also. I want to check it out. Super exciting for me. Let's go, man.
And while it may not look like much from the outside, the 2300 Arena was a highly anticipated thing that I wanted to see while in Philadelphia.
See, now this is super cool, man. I love this. Right here. This is like a shrine for a professional wrestling fan. One of my favorite wrestlers growing up was Mike Awesome. And he had battles here with like RVD, Masato Tanaka, Sandman, all that, Sabu. This is awesome. Super cool. I wonder if Bubba and Devon will put me through a table for 3D. Look at that. So cool. Good old ECW Arena. That's rad. So I spent about 10 minutes outside the 2300 Arena, and it's time for our next activity. We get to knock off all the squares on our list too, because we're headed to Rittenhouse Square. Let's go. So we made it here to Rittenhouse Square, and this is the final square that we need to see here in Philadelphia. Let's go check it out.
We are here at Rittenhouse Square. Was originally called Southwest Square and built in 1683. The name was changed to its current name in 1825. Offers a green space and quiet space for residents of the Rittenhouse Square neighborhood, and it features many statues throughout the space. As with the other squares that we saw in our previous 2 days here in Philly, Rittenhouse Square was very peaceful and very tranquil, and I deeply enjoyed the water feature here at Rittenhouse Square as well. There's just something really peaceful about seeing a lot of people out and about, enjoying themselves, that brings me a lot of joy. I think it's so cool when I see this. Foodies, that aspect never truly gets old.
So Rittenhouse Square was really cool. I chilled here for about 20-30 minutes, took in all the scenery. Super peaceful, super tranquil, but I think it's only right that we end my food journeys here in Philadelphia with something sweet, because you know I love my sweet stuff. Let's get to that because it's hot out. But this might be the hottest day I had here. So something cool to finish it off. Sounds fantastic right now. Let's go.
Our final food stop here in Philly is off Market Street. My friends, this is Vanderwende Creamery. Vanderwende Creamery had such a fun, relaxed vibe on the inside. For those like myself who have a big sweet tooth, there's a massive selection of different ice cream that could be made into milkshakes, sundaes, and floats as well.
So I went here to the Vanderwende and I got myself a scoop of Orange Dream. There you go. Very good. Very well needed on a day like this. With that. Bam. Now the orange isn't overpowering, but a great Orange Dream. Orange complements the vanilla, and that's what it does. Very good. I'm trying to hurry up and eat this so it doesn't leak over the sides. Excuse me for not talking as much. Yeah, this is super refreshing, man. Very good, look at that. Absolutely delicious. Nothing beats ice cream on a hot day, dude. Especially earlier when I had sweat in my eyes, burning them like a fireball. This is very refreshing. I'd go for another scoop. And being a Milwaukee night, I have a bit of a knowledge when it comes to ice cream and custard and the such. This passes the test. Wisconsinite approved. Very fresh, very rich. Tastes exactly how Orange Dream should. Then, unfortunately, that's the last scoop right there. And I gotta give Vanderwende a double thumbs up. Very patient with me. It was for me between coconut and Orange Dream. Coconut was awesome. It even had like the chunks of coconut still in it. But I got the Orange Dream because it was all a dream. Nobody heard that. That was a hilarious joke and everybody would have laughed if they heard it. It was awesome. Give them a shot. They're right here in the Old Town area. You'd really like it. And while the food adventures are done with, guys, there's still 2 things I want to see. So without further ado, man, let's get to it. It's been a long day 3 and we're gonna finish this bad boy off with some fun. Some fun. Like that. Wax on, wax off. Fun. Let's go. So we made it here to Elfreth's alley. I totally sprinted from where I was to here. Let's walk down it.
Elfreth's alley dates back to 1703 and features structures built between 1720 and 1836. The cobblestone pavement of the alley is common in Philadelphia during this era. The alley is named after Jeremiah Elfreth, a blacksmith and owner from the 18th century, and it welcomes over 280,000 visitors yearly. Elfreth's alley wasn't too far from my hotel, and I'm glad I finally decided to get to it on day 3. I'm glad I went because it was like I stepped into a time machine while walking down this alley. It was really cool stuff. So seeing Elfreth's alley here was super cool, and this alley here is actually like a landmark. Very historical, and it looks how Philly did way back when. Super cool with the cobblestone roads and the paved brick on here. Super rad. But the last thing I want to check out isn't too far away, and it looked awesome in photos. I can only imagine how cool it's gonna look in person. Let's get to it. To get to our final activity together here in Philly, we walk along Race Street and get treated to more awesome views of the massive Benjamin Franklin Bridge. Then we turn on to Christopher Columbus Boulevard and we near our final activity, seeing the Cherry Street Pier. Construction finished on the pier in 1919 and was originally called Municipal Pier 9 when completed. The Cherry Street Pier is home to features such as the work of local artists, food vendors, live music and festivals, and it is open year-round. Cherry Street Pier was a super cool spot to see. Super chill vibe here, and I really dug that. Now all this in here looks really cool with the art pieces right there being displayed, but the outdoor part of it is the thing I wanted to see mainly. Not that it isn't cool in here, it is. I imagine it gets really cool in here when you have events going on. It'd be really awesome, like you have food vendors and everything set up, that'd be rad, but I want to see outside mainly. Let's go. This area, the Cherry Street Pier, was the garden, an open air section filled with trees, flowers, and provided a really cool ambiance here. You are also treated to a great view of the Delaware River and of New Jersey as well. A sweeping view of the Benjamin Franklin Bridge is the cherry on the sundae of this spot right here on the Cherry Street Pier. I hope you guys enjoyed day 3 here in Philadelphia. Ate a lot, did a lot, had a lot of fun. Social media and all that in the description down below. Never know where I end up next, so stay tuned. But before I sign off here, I just want to give my heartfelt thanks to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, for expressing love for me and just being completely generous with me. They treated a Wisconsinite very, very well. It was a jam-packed 3 days here in Philadelphia. We did a lot, we seen a lot, and we ate a lot at 15 places. Can you guys believe that? And the best part is, we got to do it all together. And that's rad. Now that's love. But I feel like as the sun is setting here in Philadelphia, the sun's also setting on my time here. Day 3 was it for me. I head back home to Milwaukee tomorrow, but Philadelphia will always hold a special place in my heart. I feel like a montage. Everything we did, everything we ate, can say my thanks a lot better than words can, so let it roll. And what's up, guys? We are here in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
I used to bang it on the head drum, but I am sorry, it was just for fun. I used to play a little thing. I gotta tell you, it was just for fun. And here I go, catch you later. So very nice to meet your neighbor. What can I say? I'm on the radio.
Look at the bear.
I used to party with the monkeys. What can I tell you? It was just for fun. It used to get a little funky, but don't you worry, it was just for fun. And here I go, catch you later. So very nice.
we're gonna run up the rocky steps. I ran up and down the steps about 4 or 5 times. This is stuff I do for you guys, man. Got the water ice from John's. Look at that. Or water ice, they call it in Philly. Woo! We got it, look at that. This is a Philly classic. It is a tomato pie. Ah, look at that. Woo!
It was just for fun. I used to play a little ping pong. I gotta tell you, it was just for fun. It was just for fun. And here I go, catch you later. So very nice to meet your neighbor. What can I say? I'm underrated. 1, 2, 3, baby, can't you see? Yeah.
So I put my order in here at John's.
Can't you see, baby? I used to party with the mom.
Let's go. So we made it here to Elfreth's Alley.